ExeCUTEtion is the card game of adorable capital punishment. Execute your friends and don't get deadified. Maybe kill your friends with the help of a happy little electrocution, or maybe with an innocuous drowning. Hanging? What about burying them alive? Drawn and quartering. Impalement? All these and more in ExeCUTEtion. Here's how to play. The game is played in 3 rounds. Whoever has the least amount of points after those 3 rounds wins. Everyone gets 5 cards in their hand. People then take turns playing ExeCUTEtion cards in front of other players' play area. If you get 3 of the same type of ExeCUTEtion cards played in front of you, it is considered a death. Oh no, I'm dead! Blah, blah. Once any player gets 3 deaths, the round is over and the score is calculated using the scoring wheel. Whoever is responsible for ending the round, aka the player who got 3 deaths, is the first to get their points counted, and then counting continues clockwise around the table. Here's how you use the scoring wheel. Roll the 12-sided die. Align the arrow to the corresponding execution type. Point amounts are then determined based on the orientation of the inner wheel, which will show how many points each death is worth. For example, someone rolls a 7. They then align the inner wheel to point at the electrocution. If anyone died from an electrocution, they would get +6 points. If they died from a guillotine, +5, firing squad, +4, and so on around the circle. Note, you are only scored for the deaths you have. If you have any other cards remaining, they don't matter. Only sets of 3 ExeCUTEtion cards. Let's talk about special cards. The Ghost allows you to come back from the dead. Play this on any single death you have, negating its effects. The points don't get added to your final score, and it doesn't add to your total death count for that round. If you don't feel like dying to prove your innocence, you may instead use a Shift the Blame card to move a stack of 1 or 2 ExeCUTEtion cards from yourself to any other player. You could even move the cards from one player to another. Nail in the Coffin cards allow you to finish off any pair of ExeCUTEtion cards. Your friend has 2 hangings? Bam! Nail in the Coffin. 2 decapitations? No, please, we're innocent! Chop chop! Nail in the Coffin. For every special card you have left in your hand at the end of the round, you get or lose additional points to your total score. Nail in the Coffin cards give you -1. Shift the Blame cards give you -2. And Ghost cards give you +2. Remember, getting points is bad, so you want to make sure you don't have any ghosts in your hand when the round ends.
Oh, hello, it's me, Noah, the creator of ExeCUTEtion and the owner of Gnomich Games. When writing the script for this video, I completely forgot to include the following notes as clarifications for some rules. So, oops. Anyway, here are some things to take note of whilst playing ExeCUTEtion. Note number 1, you cannot use Shift the Blame cards to shift deaths. Note number 2, you should always have 5 cards in your hand, so make sure you draw every time you play. Note number 3, your score cannot go below 0. Note number 4, you may only play ghost cards on yourself, and you may not play them on other players. And finally, there are rule variants that add a bit more strategy and make the game a little bit more fun that can be found in your rule booklet. Please see that for details. Anyway, thanks to Ashley for doing the voiceover, and thank you for playing this game. I hope you have a wonderful time playing with your friends, families, enemies, I don't care. Maybe just play with your dog. You might not have much conversation, and you may not have much in the way of actual strategizing. You might just end up chewing on the cards or picking them up with their mouth and just running around and saying bark, 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 bark. So maybe don't play with your dog. I take that back. Whatever. Enjoy the game. Play with human beings. Anyway, I'm Noah from Gnomich Games. Have a joyous day.